200 miles of Texas land, 200 square miles of Texas land. Land between a very strategic Air Force base, about 65 miles from that base, and down to the southern border, has been bought and is owned by a former military general from, I'd have to ask Ian, the city, but one of the areas in China that sees the greatest human rights atrocities anywhere in the world right now. He is now building a wind farm. So the question is, we have sold a big chunk of Texas to China for a Chinese general to run a wind farm. Wait a minute. The wind farm has a very, very long runway. Every wind farm has a runway, right? I mean, you never know. You might have to land a, big cargo plane or something. Has a very long runway. Everybody's ignored this. Oh, wait a minute. Something else. The wind towers that they're building are higher than any other wind tower in the world. Oh, wait a minute. There is one other thing. The wind doesn't blow much in this area of Texas. Not an ideal place for a wind farm. But a very strategic Air Force base is only 65 miles away. Oh, there's one other thing. That Homeland Security would tell you that Iran, Russia, and China are the biggest threat to cyber attacks, electric grid attacks, and others in the world, to America. So I've got an idea. Let's let them own and buy. This is communist China. Let's let communist China own, buy an incredible spying, maybe cyber warfare plant. Maybe I'm being a conspiracy theory. I'm just saying, I laid all that out to you in Texas, centrally located to America, 65 miles away from a very strategic Air Force base with an airstrip capable of landing any plane. Yeah, let's let China own that piece of Texas. How does that happen? I suspect it's a little thing called money. Money is how it happens. Now, listen up, Texas. This is in your backyard. But thankfully, you have a senator, state senator, Senator Campbell, I think is her name, Dr. Campbell. She is a surgeon, works full time, as most of the legislators there in Texas do, is put forth a piece of legislation to keep this from happening and to investigate all of this. I said put forth a piece of legislation. Will it happen? Most people in Texas, even legislators, don't even know what's happening. We better pray that we can get this thing resolved. We need legislation. Listen, I'm just saying, this wouldn't have happened. This wouldn't be going very far under a different administration. So we can't blame Texas for allowing it to happen, because I suspect it happened in the middle of the night in the middle of nowhere when nobody really understood what was going on. They chalked it up for just another wind tower, wind farm. Just one that's super high, just one that's in an area where there's not a lot of wind. So I don't know how we can continue to do this. Why do we want to give communist China, the biggest threat to America, an upper hand? They're going to win a war against America. They'll never have to fire a shot. It's going to be a cyber war. And it's going to start in Texas. And the federal government is not doing anything to make it any more difficult. So, State Senator Campbell in Texas, all of you in Texas need to thank her for opposing the legislation. Ask her what she needs. Rally your state senator to come alongside Senator Campbell. And I would rally your state senator by simply saying, I will make sure and do everything we can to make sure you don't get reelected if you don't support Senator Campbell. China takes the general that is responsible for some of the greatest atrocities in modern history going on in China and sends him to Texas with a pot full of money to buy a 200 mile by 200 mile by 200 mile piece of property. Does anybody care? Hey, remember to click the subscribe button right here on the screen. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when new content is added. And more importantly than anything, you don't want to miss all 3 live hours of Financial Issues every day from 9 to noon. And you can watch it on FISM.tv. That's FISM.tv.